The pandemic forced many restaurant owners to get creative. The Red Barn in Augusta has been no exception. As 207's Beth McAvoy reports, what the folks there are doing nowadays is pretty exceptional.
I just love people.
Laura Benedict has been whipping up meals for Mainers at her restaurant, the Red Barn in Augusta, for more than 4 decades.
I've been there my whole life. It's the only job I've ever had.
Of course, with 28 employees, she doesn't do all the heavy lifting, but the burden of seeing her business through the pandemic has rested squarely on her.
I cried myself to sleep for the first month. How am I going to take care of 28 people and their families?
She's closed the Red Barn, long known for its many fundraisers, 3 times over the last 2 years. Her emotions have been up and down until a moment of clarity came.
I realized we're all in the same boat. It brought us to where we are right here, which wouldn't have happened otherwise.
Where they are today is in the Red Barn Roadshow.
My brother and I have always loved the Antiques Roadshow, and again, we're on the road. We're everywhere. We're in a different city every day. If people can't come to us, we'll go to them.
Laura's not just trying to turn a profit. She's also feeding for free the people she admires most.
People that have been really, really, really affected, more so than all of us. The veterans and the people in the nursing homes and independent living facilities.
So far, the Red Barn Roadshow has visited and fed for free residents at a dozen veterans or nursing homes.
They can't necessarily leave this facility and come get our food, and we try to help a bunch of Mainers across the state, so it's just something we do.
I have more 99-year-old friends than 57-year-old friends, I promise you that.
At the Maine Veterans Home in Scarborough, they're serving more than 200 meals for staff and veterans.
I like the food. I like to have it once a week.
I have been drawn to people that know more than me, that have had more life experience, but just to sit down and bask in the knowledge that they have, and just to see firsthand the sacrifices, and to be like a memory keeper.
At 99, Robert Mealy remembers serving in the United States Army during World War II with vivid clarity.
I went to Europe and stationed in southern England looking for German airplanes, and followed a pattern a month later on Omaha Beach, and followed Patton all the way up to Germany.
Mealy is a graduate of Windham High School.
Probably the most scary time is the German fighter planes and bombers coming over, and the V-1 rockets with the kerosene engine. One came down in our area, and thank goodness it didn't hurt anything.
Like so many soldiers, Mealy sailed from America to Europe aboard the Queen Mary.
They took some of us down the kitchen at nighttime, thank goodness, and we peeled Maine potatoes.
Those potatoes, a reminder of home. And that's the power of food, a power Laura understands well.
We always had no food when we were growing up. I always dreamed about getting food when I wanted it, instead of when it was available. I mean, this is as ironic as it gets. You talk about a full circle moment.
In the wake of rising prices and product scarcity, giving back to the community that's made her a success is keeping her steady.
I have enough of my mother in me, mercifully, to be able to adapt to most things. There's not one part of this that's easy. From the food, from the pricing to the availability of the product. It's not going to get any easier anytime soon.
Laura's swapping suppers for stories.
If you listen, and if you are part of their story.
And walking away feeling like she's getting more than she gives.
I went to visit a gentleman that is dying, and he won't be alive much longer. And I left his bedside feeling like I was walking on air, because there are good things out there, and there are really good people out there. And when you can leave somebody that's dying and feel better, I'm like, I have choices. I have the ability to affect people. And I want to go and carry on whatever he thinks is important and put that in my life. And that way, everybody still keeps living.
The Red Barn restaurant in Augusta opens tomorrow, and the Red Barn Roadshow has no plans of slowing down For more information about where Laura Benedict and her gang will be next, just head to the 207 section of our News Center Maine website or app.